Guys, welcome back to Channel 10. I'm here with my friend one more time. Introduce yourself, sir.
Joshua Dupre.
And Joshua, man, this weekend, bro, it's pretty big for you. What'd you do, brother?
I got my first invite ever going to Game Guys at the regional. Got 11th place.
Yeah, top 16 invite. That's dope. Before we get started, deck profiles, are there any shouts or anything else you want to say?
Yeah, shout out Trav, always.
I appreciate you. Camera. Thank you so much.
Shout out Alex, shout out Cam, and shout out Jay. Jay really helped me understand the deck.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's get into it then, brother.
So, starting off, we got the main deck monsters for Yummy. Yummy Yummy. We got Cupsy Wupsy. Best starter, in my opinion. If you only have one monster hand, this is the card you want. It's just a great starter. Everything is a one card, so this is the best one card starter. If you have other cards, it'll be the second card you summon, so it can be protected from like Imperm and Veiler and like other target negates. So that's the first three. Next we got the other three. Lollipo. A lot of people cut this down to like 1 or 2 to like take in marshmallows, but I believe you need to max out on names because consistency is what this deck is best at. And if you aren't playing it to be the most consistent, then why are you playing it? The next three we got is Cookie. Cookie is a pop, a one card starter. A lot of times you can go like make Star Ham with this card, then you summon it back off of Star Ham to pop instead of wasting like your book with the Cookie Synchro. It's just a good card. Then we got the new I call this God Marshmallow. This card will feel like an acid trip with how much you'll just see the same shit again and again. So you just summon it, you can add back Surprise. That's really all you need to know. It can also special summon itself from hand, so you like declare effect, summon it to the field. It does start chain though, so you do have to be aware of canines, because canines are live if you activate this. But most times if I know my opponent's playing canines, I'll discard it off of Cupsy Synchro, so that way it's in your grave but it's not making it live. So that's the new monster. Really good, saved me a lot. Speaking of its add back, we got Surprise. So usually what you do is you go Surprise Effect, summon back a Synchro, then you go Yummy Minion to add special summon Marshmallow Effect to add this back, and then you got like a 4-card advantage off of 1, which is insane. Also like during end phase, you can like, if your opponent bricks, you can kind of just go Surprise, summon back Marshmallow, add back Surprise, and it's like you just gained a card on the field for nothing. So that's really good.
It's free.
It's free. Every day it's free.
Oh, yeah.
Then we got the bricks of the decks. We got a Croaky, and then we got Minion. A Croaky and Minion, good field spells. Reborns, adds attack. This is your OTK option. This is your defense option. People take this out for like, because it's just a brick, but it pops Draco Tail field spells. And with the way I have my extra deck set up, it's very important that you actually have this, because you can starve the Draco Tail player for resources really quick. That's why you have
Local tournament is wrapped up, y'all, so that's why the background noise is, but let's get back into it.
Next we have my favorite deck of all time, Sky Striker. Again. Love the alties. Engage into Horn Drones is full combo, because you go into Kagari. Kagari add this back, make another token, use Synchro, because all Link ones are treated as light tuners, which is cracked. There's also niche case scenarios where maybe you can get a draw off of this somehow. If it's like late into the game, you just happen to see it and make Horn Drones. It did actually happen once, and I ended up seeing like Marshmallow Yummy Way, which opened the game wide open. So I just busted it wide open.
Pause. But
like while Playboy card, not Playboy card song. Cardi B song.
Hell yeah. While we're here, do you remember any of your like matchups that were like kind of difficult or anything like that?
Yeah, so I played against Mitsu, Yummy. I ended up winning one of those, losing another one. I lost the second one because I didn't see any Mitsu engine, but like going into game 3 and then he hit me with it, I'm like, oh well. I played 2 Draco Tails, 1 Sky Striker, 2 Yummy Mirrors, and then 1 Memento.
Yeah.
Memento whipped my ass.
It happened.
Is what it is?
Yeah.
We got Obedience School. Honestly, I didn't like this card at all. Like really. At least like for game 1, going like maybe possibly going first. There's so many times where you like open it and then like no other starter, or you open it in 1 Cupsy, and it's like I would rather just not have this card in hand, instead have like another starter or a hand trap that I can extend with, because like you can't make Herald of the Arclight under this, and your opponent has like a chance just to straight up like stand by, main phase, Regeki you, and then you just lose. Like that's why I don't like it really, unless you're going second, and it just ends games going second. but I didn't see it going second, so it sucked. Prosperity. This card's really good. I side deck it out when I'm going second. I personally just like to run other hand traps instead of this. It doesn't help you going second. If you see it going like first, like game 3 or 1, like I digged for D barrier like 4 times with it and got it. So you know, cracked card. Then we have the hand traps. 3 Fu is a mandatory. I don't think I Fu'd someone once actually, which kind of sucked. I wish I saw Fu at least once, because there were some games if I had like 2 more cards in hand I would have just won. But you know, Fu was not on my side. I did get Fu'd like 3 times. I lost the match because I got Fu'd really hard. But yeah, then we got Veilers. I have no matching because I don't know. I just never found them in the same place. Card goes crazy. You can normal summon it, make Almirage, and then special summon a Yummy name to go full combo. Or this just stops, like, you know, Arthalion from adding back the cards they fuse away. It's good into pretty much anything that normal summons or is on the field and activates an effect. Most people say it's not good because it's only main phase, but the fact you can normal summon it, make Almirage, and go full combo makes it a 2-card starter, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
So it's not just dead if you draw it. Also, if you have like a Croaky on the field in the grind game and you draw any hand trap, you just normal summon special Almirage, and now you just go right back into comboing because you use a Croaky to summon back a Yummy name because you control Link 1. Then we got 3 Ash Blossom. A lot of people say this card's kind of bad unless it's for like Molcharmies. I don't think I ashed a single Molcharmy actually. Every time they had it, I didn't have Ash. I Ash so many things, like Ketu is a great Ash target, Prayers is a great Ash target. Every once in a while, if your opponent like sequences things bad, you can go like Purge. I mean, you can like Ash the Ritual spell, then you Purge the Prayers, and you're just sitting golden. Also, you can normal summon it like all the other hand traps. Ghost Bell, MVP. When you go into a tournament like this, especially after Vanquish Soul got murdered, your worst matchups before were Vanquish, not worst matchups. Your worst matchups were Draco Tail and Mitsu. Not because you couldn't beat them, but because you didn't have the hand traps prepared for them. Before you were preparing for Vanquish Soul and like other decks like K9 Crystron with like Nibiru and other stuff like that. Now you just have to prepare for those, so you run Max Bell, Max Purge, Max Ash, and you just stop them from playing completely. So that's why you max out on those. 3 Imperm. Imperm is good because if you have Herald, if you like have Herald go into a Draco Tail board specifically, you set this, like not going into it, when they're going into you, a play that some players will do is they'll sack their first fuse to like Arthalion bounce your Herald, and you can make it, yeah, but you don't really want to waste your resources doing that, so you can just Imperm the Arthalion so they can't bounce and they can't get the resources back, and the cards they sent to grave are banished instead and they don't get anything. Then we got my last main hand trap, main deck cards at all. Purge. I super purged the Malice player and they cried. They actually cried. You imperm the first card, and then you end up purging their ransom, and the player genuinely cried.
Damn. I'm lucky.
Super purge.
Yeah.
Ends lives, saves mine.
Most definitely. Is that 40 cards?
That's 40 cards.
Okay.
I played around with the extra, you know, but for the consistency reasons, again, most consistent deck in the format. Why make it less consistent?
Most definitely.
Then we got the extra deck. First off, we got the beautiful Sky Striker token. Love this card.
Yeah. Favorite deck, if you
Favorite deck, yeah. Gots to have it. Then we got 3 Snatchy. It's the life of this deck. It's the magic, the goo. I don't really know what to say about it other than you can synchro into anything. If you have the bodies to synchro, it can synchro. You'll see like some well, there's one crazy card that a lot of people said was really weird in my extra deck. It's like what makes the deck different, in my opinion.
I love that, dude. Something different.
We got Cupsy and well, the synchros. A lot of the times you're cycling through these two, and you'll like have this on board along with this. But like usually this will be on board on your in board, and this will be in grave, and this will be an extra deck, kind of like a 1-1-1. That way you can tag this out, summon this out, you know, and end up with buys. And this is like always an extra deck, so you can book. A lot of times I don't see people abusing Cookie enough going into boards. Cookie just books 2 cards. It can book a problematic card, force out responses. Especially if you have like the extra specials, it's a great card just to go into to force your opponent to panic. So that Cookie is underutilized in my opinion, especially going second. Next we have Almirage. Almirage is an honorary because, you know, like I said, any hand trap plus any yummy name is full combo. In grind games, normal summon the hand trap, special this. If you have minion on the field, that's reignites your plays. So Almirage is a really good card. Then we got Kagari, obviously for the Sky Striker plays. Just add it back. You just add back Hornet Drones and you go into that. A play that like happens a lot is you go like declare Marshmallow, chain 2 Hornet Drones, and then you go into Kagari effect, add back Hornet Drones, and then now Hornet Drones is fodder for your discard off a Cupsy. Now you don't have to get rid of your hand traps, which is immaculate. Because you know if you can save that Bell or Ash instead of like discarding it, that's great. Then we got the 1-2 hits. In my opinion, you got Marcher into Herald. You use this to make Herald, it's obvious. I don't run Starham because I think Starham is kind of a bad... Actually, I do run Starham. What am I talking about? I'm talking about after the tournament. I decided not to run this card.
There you go.
It's good. I thought it was a good card going into it. Turns out it's terrible. I didn't make it once because I didn't see Obedience School once, so there was no point in making this. This resolves every time it goes through. If they ogred it, cool. That means you don't have to deal with it on the follow-up, so they don't ogre your snatching. I'm fine with that. You're still making Herald because Herald ends a lot of games. So that's these. Also, this card ends like K9, Crystron. This ends Draco Tail. This ends anything that sends from deck to hand or grave to hand. It ends pretty much. I mean, field hand to grave. Jesus.
Yeah, it puts it in check for sure. Like, you definitely have to like respect it.
So then we have SP and IP. This card I have not seen run once actually with any Yummy decks. I don't run Onari. I run this instead. What I was saying earlier about the pop field spell, I have this specifically because on my inboard I would end with, most times I would end with Snatchy, a normal body, a Synchro 2, IP, and a Herald, plus a surprise and whatever hand traps I had. So that way, whenever they go and set the 2 cards, like, if I don't have Herald for some reason, or like they, pop it somehow, I have IP to tag out and to go into SP, and then I have the pop field spell to Synchro, and I've popped their 2 sets, so now they're starved for resources. So maybe they feel like they have to fuse more cards away, and if I have Imperm or Veiler, I Imperm or Veiler the Arthalion, now they have no cards at hand to crack back with. So it really puts them in check and really checks like their, the way they play things. And they actually have to think about it, which a lot of Draco Tail players really don't think when they discard. Then we have Typhon. Typhon didn't come up, but there's a lot of times where like people will be like greedy-ish and they'll make like, specifically Yummy, they'll make like SP and like Lollipo and then pass. If you just like normal summon a hand trap, slap Typhon on top, and then just go battle phase, hit over the Synchro, then pass, or set your cards or whatever you gotta do and pass, they can't play because SP's in the EMZ and like it doesn't have arrows that point down, so they can't play. That's Typhon. And then the sauce, the goo, FA Dawn Dragster.
Oh lord, okay.
A lot of times someone will like Imperm and standby or something like Droplet negate your Herald. Instead of like feeling like, like if they Imperm it, you have to like respond with Herald to get rid of the body.
Yeah.
To like, make space for your Yummy plays. You can like tag out like your Synchro instead, summon another Synchro in the body, and then use the body and the Synchro you just summoned with a Snatchy to make FA Dawn Dragster. And you put in defense position of course, but now you don't lose to board breakers. Also, it's like good against like Draco Tail because if you have Ash and if you have Ash or Purge, you just win because like you Dawn Dragster, the one that you Dawn Dragster Rahu, and then you Ash or Purge Ketu, and they can't play the game unless they have 5 mana or some way to fuse on like field. But you're probably gonna have Imperm or Veiler, so they literally can't play. So that's why Dawn Dragster's here. It saved me multiple times, especially against like my one match against Sky Striker because they love their board breakers. I love my board breakers.
Yeah.
But that's the extra deck. Then we got the side deck. This is like with the most change in my opinion. This card sucks. It did not help me at all. It sucked so much ass. I would say it should be worth $10. I don't know why it's worth 40. It doesn't help in the format at all unless you have Yummy, but then Yummy most times can play around it and just give you like 1 draw. So it really does suck in my opinion. So this will be going out for like a Gamma package plus like a Black Goat. And the other cards that suck, these were initially for like, Malice and like, you hit like, I was thinking like Splash Mage still exists for some reason, or like, if they ever made Lizardos, you'd ogre that. You'd even ogre in the mirror match for Yummy, but most times now Yummy just gets a surprise anyway, so this kind of just sucks. This would be also going out for the Gamma package plus Black Goat. Lambda will be going in for the Star Ham, just in case you're curious. This card is a sleeper, DD Crow. It's really good in the mirror. it's really good against Mitsurugi. It saves your ass against Mitsurugi. DD Crowing, I don't know, I call it Hitler from Miami, the one that blows up the entire board.
Okay.
If you DD Crow that and banish it when they try to summon it back, you will live so many things that you should know. It's important, believe it or not. Also against like Draco Tail, you can DD Crow the Urgula, DD Crow like whatever they're adding back, DD Crow the traps to stop them from getting like resource grind. So DD Crow came up a lot. Then we have the traps. We got Solemn Judgment. It's at 1. I mean, it's a really good card. Might as well run it. Hope you see it. I hate anti-spell, so I'm a firm non-anti-spell runner. Then we got D-Barrier. I would have ran 3. I didn't own 3. Now I do. D-Barrier is just like an insta-game win against most matchups. Like, even in the mirror match, you're fine calling Synchro if they can't even play. Only time you don't call it, like you let them play a little bit. If they like obedience school you, you handle that first, because if you end up like calling this in standby and they obedience school you, you lose because you can't respond to anything or synchro to anything, and they just get 3 bodies, go into Snatchy, go into another body. If they have any in hand, they summon them, and then they just battle over everything. You're starved for resources and you don't got shit.
Yeah.
So this like, and Draco Tails checks. It checks everything pretty much in the current format, because Mouse is kind of dead. I mean, I saw it like twice, but you know. Then we got 2 Thrust. Thrust obviously for this. You dig for it, you hope you get it. My final match that actually got me in the top cut was I had Thrust and I had Pot in hand, so I decided to like make myself look really, really desperate when I was looking for Pot.
Yeah.
So like I was like 3 and 6, and I put it down. I was like 6. The guy asked me. Oh my God! This hit the board. He cried. That D-Barrier came down. That was game.
Yeah.
So you can't play after that. Then the last card, Called by the Grave. Again, this is kind of like a better DD Crow in a way.
Of course.
I mean, the only thing that like people like I would think about, like maybe Onari could reset this, but because I wasn't running any other quick play spells, I didn't run Onari. This card, you know, Call by the Murakumo. That's what it is. Murakumo, Hitler for Yummy. You call by it, saves you. You call by like 5 mana. My God, I called by the 5 mana one time. It was so sweet. And then you can just stop your opponent from playing the game a lot of times if you call by like their turn 1 plays or their their specific plays. Like if a Yummy player goes through like body 1 and then they go into link 1 and they go into field spell and field spell summon back. If that's the only thing they do, you call by it, they lose. You don't even have to waste any of your synchro stuff. But you probably should synchro. That's all. Had a really good time. That was my 2nd regional ever. My first one I got 10th at, but they didn't have any like
the top cut
for 10th place. I think it was because like I was a little bit too small.
Yeah.
I think it was like 100 players. No, it was probably less than that.
Yeah.
But then this one got 11th place. So
out of like what was that 260 plus?
260.
Yeah.
260 plus. I got my invite. Yippee.
Yeah.
I'm going to Alabama. Hopefully get top 8. Not hopefully. I am.
Yeah, you will. If not, win.
Yeah, win. That'll be great. If I do, you'll see me back probably. I'll probably be running Sulfur Quartz for that.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Thank you.
Well, look, Josh, we're going to plan on seeing you a lot this year. I know we have a couple more months left, but I want to see you on the channel more. So keep grinding, bro. Keep topping, and hopefully, getting first soon. Until next time, guys, remember, comment, like, subscribe. Peace.